What's going on, Twisted Big D here? We also have in the studio, not in the studio, but we also have on this live today, we got Tennessee Flatbetter.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody's day going?
We also have Versatile Duckling in the house.
What up, everybody?
So let's get caught up on the comments before we do anything. There's only two of them. It'll go quick. Crossing my fingers that all three were painted up like juggalos. Not today, bro.
Yeah, maybe
And a
next
whoop
time.
whoop.
But hey, give us 2
Whoop.
days. We might got you.
So what you got going on, Versatile? You got some tests coming up, or what you got going on? How many
You know
students
what?
you got?
I got this Haitian guy yesterday from someone dropped him off. So I got to deal
Gene?
with that. No, I'm just fucking with you, man. He's still yours.
Gene's my guy. I was all like, man, I just talked to him today. They better not have taken him off my truck.
No, I do. I got one guy, man. You know what? And I made a joke to the two other guys today. I don't know if Thomas heard this, but I said it pretty loud. We were on the pad, and I had this one guy. He just has this way of like retaining information. It's just said one time, he'll do it. He can repeat it over and over and over and over again. And I was like, you can't let this redneck from bumfuck nowhere do whatever the hell he's doing, and you can't do it the third or fourth time. And it just kind of put everybody like heads down. They were like, oh.
So Tennessee Flatbetter, let's hear what you got going on this week.
I've got 2 testing tomorrow. They're staggered out though. They're not back to back. One's at 7 in the morning, and the other one's third test. So
I forgot to say that. Mine tests out Saturday.
Oh, my bad.
I was bragging about him, and I forgot to say the day.
When is it? When did you
Saturday.
say? Saturday. Due to me being on COVID restriction and all that stuff, my plans are to test one of my guys on Monday. That was ready before we went on restriction, so I'm gonna go out there and do some work with him and get him back on there by Monday. I got another guy the guy that went out on COVID. He's gonna be able to be out there and working again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm hoping to test on Thursday. He was ready to test. He got COVID 2 days before his test. And then my other two guys, I think one of them will be ready by at least Thursday also. And then the other guy, I'm not sure. But I'm ready to get back out there and start working with those guys. And tired of being on this COVID restriction. Brandon Edwards says, was doing good till my load got canceled.
yeah, that's.
Oh man, that happens. I've been places where I showed up and they're all like, "Hey, your load got canceled." You know, it sucks, man. It does. I'm telling
It
you.
always sucks worse when you get all the way to the point, and then they're like, "Oh, you're 20 miles out." Well, sorry, bud.
So
Daniel, by the way, you didn't mention
so far, Brandon.
you didn't mention what day you're coming back, man.
Oh, Tennessee, how about those flatbed loads? I'll get to it.
We're doing good on the flatbed side. So.
No, you ever get a load canceled?
Oh yeah. Right after I get there, they're like, we canceled that. And I call my fleet manager up, they've canceled this load. He's like, I didn't get no word of that. He looks it up. Oh yeah. I got that 3 hours ago. I was like, great. And so I turn around and go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's happened to me a few times. That always sucks.
I will be back tomorrow. So tomorrow 6 a.m. I'm out there and I'm back to work, and it's get ready for it, guys, because I'm back to my normal.
So
Wombats, what's going on, Wombats?
what's up,
Wombats has been missing a lot of loads, man, or a lot of lives. He's been over there running loads because he got his own truck and he's running hard, and he's been missing us.
Oh, there we are.
Trailblazer said, "What's up, fellas?"
What's up, buddy?
Brendan says, "How's everything going, man?" Everything's going great. We are out here doing work, getting people their CDL still. And Brandon says, "What did you say, Thomas?" And I was at the guard shack when I got told.
Oh, damn.
Man, I said, how many loads you got under your belt so far? And that sucks being at the guard shack and that happens.
Yeah, that's horrible. Isaac's
Sounds like
dad.
he's got too much
Hey,
ice in
fellas.
that cup.
He says, "What's nuts?" Isaac's dad. Did you test out, man? We've been waiting for this. Like,
Yeah. What was the
when's
verdict?
test date? You got something for him, Tennessee?
Well, when's the test date for one? I need to see that first.
When's the test date? I'm
There you
sorry,
go, read
Isaac's
that
dad.
one,
I'm
bro.
not really familiar with, who you are. I guess I didn't get the opportunity to meet you, so.
Says, yeah, bro, I've been missing your contact. Hopefully we can get caught up. You know,
Binge it.
Wombats was my first ever super chat. Just so y'all know. Wombats gave me $5.99, I believe. I think it was $5.99 because it was the day before a test. And he knew that I went and got my morning energy drink, my morning Red Bull, and he was hooking it up with like every week it felt like. And like I was like, man, this is awesome. Like I do appreciate it, but Wombats was one of my first ever super chats.
I just want to say that I was the highest paying super chat, and also hello, Steven.
Look, Steven, you're on.
I can't miss out my boy Steven. He's the only one my age around here. You know?
Dang, he's calling us old. So since we brought up the age, let's hear some ages. Let's go with Versatile Duckling first because he says he's the youngest.
Going 26, going on 27.
And how many students have you trained since you've been here?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Last year I checked, it was a total of 62.
I'm gonna do some sound effects. Scourge! Wombag with a donation of $4.99.
Yeah, get another
look at
Red
that.
Bull.
For another Red Bull. Look at that. Coming through. Wombats, thank you, man. I wasn't hinting that you had to do that. I was just telling people that that's one of the things that we used to do. And Wombats was like, I'm always going to be here the day before the test, and I'm going to make sure you have your Red Bull. And I made a video showing him, like, hey, here's my Red Bull. All right, Tennessee Flatbedder, what's your age?
Well, I hate the oldest to go last.
Oh, okay. Let's switch it out then. I am 37, and I can't tell you how many students I've tested out either. So I'm kind of like Eric. I mean, Versatile Duckling. I don't know the amount of students that I tested out. You know, it's been a lot. And for him being 26 years old, he has done a lot. He's right on my heels as training. I just have been training longer than him is the reason that I have trained more than him. But he might be catching up since I'm getting like time off a lot, set myself on fire, miss some work, and COVID, miss some work.
You know what? I will contest to the fact that my schedule, and with my schedule, I had 4 students for the entire year last year, when most people only had 3. I was one of the very few people who consistently kept 4 to 5 students because nobody saw me. Phantom.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we go. I'm the oldest in the group. I'm 41. And
What was that? What was that?
oh, and I've got about 2.5.
You gotta
years
clip
worth
that.
of students in. I've actually got several old students in the chat right now. Brandon and then Sammy. Sam's in the chat. We got Versatile Duckling with a $10 for 2 Red Bulls, nerd.
2 Red Bulls.
I guess you get to bring me a Red Bull in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like dragon fruit.
Yeah.
Dragon fruit. When'd you get all FUBU on me and drinking weird fruity drinks?
Daniel,
I
by
like
the way,
dragon
you
fruit,
owe me
peach, or
$10 now.
regular.
Oh, I owe you $10. All right, let's get caught up on some of these comments. I got in 3 loads in so far. Was Finna working on my 4th load, but I got canceled waiting on dispatch. Man, that sucks, dude. We all been there. Pay your dues, man. Just live with it. On Off-brand says we're going to paint balling again. I'm down to team against Daniel. Dang, he wants a team against me. Taking advantage of the old guy, bro.
Why don't you say his full name is Off-brand Cholo?
Off-brand Cholo, yeah.
Yeah.
Pegleg says he's late again.
Thank you, Steven.
You're welcome. He's
Don't forget,
Steven
we got
calls him-
since Pegleg just came in, we got special words from Peglegs jumping in here, or should I say hopping in here on one leg.
Oh yeah, go.
Hey everybody, hit that like button, borrow my leg to smash that ding dong bell. Oh, and if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe too.
You know what's weird is Pegleg like my lost long father. I kind of look like him a little bit, don't I? You know, maybe if I could like grow my hair out a little bit more. I think, yo, Pegleg, hit me up, man. I think we might have some conversations to have.
So, but that off-brand Cholo for Steven here, you need to tell him that joke you said at work.
What joke?
The guy that came up and was talking to you and you said you were Walmart. That joke.
Oh, the black guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what I said.
Hurry up. Time's ticking.
I know.
And it's over.
Let's
Come closer. We got an ice cream sandwich in the back of the bus.
Okay. So I
Look
was
at the
in
camera.
drive-thru-
Right
I ain't
there.
looking at the camera.
Right.
Are you not media trained?
No,
Oh Lord.
I'm almost as old as Daniel. All right. So I was in the drive-thru at Taco Bell where I work, and there's this black dude that came through, and he was making all these jokes and everything. And I came up and I was like, I said something, and he made like a race joke. And he's like, "What, is it because I'm black?" I'm like, "No." Oh, he's like, "Why? Just because I'm coming through Taco Bell means I'm black?" I'm like, "Well, technically you are black, but I mean, I would understand more if you were Mexican." He's like, "I bet you're Mexican, huh? Here you working at Taco Bell." I'm like, "Actually, no, I'm like the off-brand version." He's like, "Oh, what do you mean by off-brand?" I'm like, "Oh, the Walmart version."
And that is the story of how he became the off-brand Cholo.
Indeed,
Yeah,
it
so
is.
let's get caught up on these comments. Jerry Garcia, what's going on, Jerry? Jerry was one of my guys out here. He had a CDL when he came in. I helped him get through the eval. Isaac's dad. We had a weird string of comments. We
Common
had a
colds.
weird string of common colds roll through the pad, and trainers and students out back to normal now. Oh man, when do you test, Isaac's dad?
Yeah, when do you test? Oh, Wombat.
Wombat says, "LOL, I know, bro. Always got you." Thank you, Wombats.
Say his last name.
What?
Say his last name. He told me to tell you that today. He said, "Make Daniel say my last name correctly." That's what he told me to tell you. You got to say his last name.
Semes
Say his last name,
Acevedo.
woman.
No, wrong.
So
Acevedo.
do I have 3 Red Bulls? Brandon Edwards says, what's he say? "I wonder if I'm the youngest driver at Prime, 22. No, I'm sure that there's some 21-year-olds running around.
But you're quite young. One of the youngest of my students.
Here we go with the Red Bull Wars.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
Red Bull auditions.
Oh, and before I forget, my mother-in-law works for Red Bull.
Wait a minute.
I know Daniel's hogging the screen, Thomas. I'm sorry. You got to get your
That's
screen
all
time.
right. Yeah, my mother-in-law works for Red Bull now, so I'm actually supposed to be getting a case of Red Bull sometime from her.
You cheeky bastard. You didn't tell me about this.
I just remembered. I just remembered. How often do I like to talk about my mother-in-law?
The new flavors in orange can is amazing. Isaac's dad says, "I have a TNT trainer lined up, though he'll be here next weekend, so I gotta Get it done before then. Yeah, you need to test out before next week, and he don't want to sit around and not get paid. What's up, Smodus Dish? Dragon fruit is the best.
I agree.
TikTok's Mr. Wick Talks. Let's get the young guy to read that one.
All right, Sam.
TikTok, Mr. Wick TikTok. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. I'm in Dallas waiting for 8 hours, not DoorJet. Okay, hang on. That one confuses the shit out of me. Okay. That one's for Tennessee.
I got 6 years on you, bro. Versatile duckling. If you look at me, you are the fugulous duckling. Laugh out loud.
Have you seen me? Have you looked deeply into my eyes? Look into my soul. Look at the chin. Look at the jawline. We're related.
Real quick.
Come on, Daddy.
He's
Papa
a trucker.
leg.
He ain't supposed to look pretty. No one's gonna see him.
Real quick. Comment. What do you guys think of my new background?
Tennessee
This
is
is
always
Halloween.
about you.
This is Halloween.
I hear people cheering for it.
You know what, man? If I have to be the only voice that you can hear right now, Tennessee, I think it really fits the setting. The light hits it really nice. You can see it. The flying around, it makes it feel real. I think you're doing good, man. I like it. It really fits your character. It goes with your bike, your house, who you are. I mean, it fits you, man. It's kind of your thing. It's your shtick.
I love it too, because like your whole, if you got to do a video, okay, I'm being dead serious right now, Tennessee. What I would like to see, I'm begging you for a video right now, begging you. Do a video of your house with all the you know what I'm
heads.
talking about.
Oh yeah. So do a cribs.
Yeah, do cribs for you.
Yeah, I'll do a cribs.
We'll all
That's
do
no
cribs.
problem.
Daniel finally has to walk us through his house other than his basement that he's in right now.
So there you go, versatile.
Oh, versatile duckling. I only say that because I am fugly. You're not fugly. You're like the Darth Vader to my Luke Skywalker.
Here's the
Okay.
serious question right here. So, do you guys hair follicle drug test? No, we do
No.
urine test.
Urine test and mouth swab.
And here's something that is very crucial to that.
Mouth
it is
swab
not
for alcohol.
Yeah, mouth swab is for alcohol. But we do urine tests for all your drugs, but they're looking for everything that's in your pee and what's lacking from your pee. If there are certain molecules, minerals, and nutritional things that are lacking from your piss, that also shows that you're trying to cleanse yourself in a fashion that doesn't really fit in with how your pee normally would act.
Or
And I
you're a
learned that.
dude and your pee says you're a female.
Yeah, your pee does say you're a female. I don't know what the hell he just said.
There's
Dad
your
on
comment.
that, they're checking to make sure that pee matches your gender too.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
But they are looking for what's in your pee and what's lacking from your pee. So there's no way you can get around with that. I think that's your question, Tennessee. Oh, never
I
mind.
was just letting you read it, but
Who, me or him?
You, it's on you, man.
But you were talking.
I'm not anymore.
I have 5 hours to go because Callie drives. Now have to be 10 hours behind the wheel. I'll probably wrap up over the weekend. So, what
so
did
in
he
Salt
mean
Lake
by
City,
that?
are they not counting the simulator hours as drive time anymore? Because for a while over there in Salt Lake City, they were saying that 1 hour driving on their simulator was the equivalent to like 15 hours in a real truck. Just
No.
curious.
My last time, so there was that 4 to 5 month period of time where I disappeared truly, and I got sent to Salt Lake City. I did train in Salt Lake City for a little while. As far as I know, no. You have to go. You got to take them through the weird loops. Almost broke my language there. The weird loops around Salt Lake City, and that's how I got the few students that I did there. Their time, plus the loads that I was doing back and forth. It's a whole different conundrum over there. But this was before the building was built. So this was
All right,
before
let's
last
try this
year.
again with Tennessee Flatbedder. Let's see if
Who
he
is
can read this
frozen.
comment.
Hold on, you jumped off of me. I was trying to do something for one of the chats, and then
We're getting a really good view of you.
Sarah
Yeah.
says, love the background,
Close up.
Tennessee. And Sam agreed. And Brandon
Hold
says,
on
love
with
the
the music.
background.
You're getting
And
a
we got
lot of
whoop whoop
praise.
from Weasel.
Yeah.
Weasel Piss. I like the name.
Weasel piss.
Weasel Piss.
Weasel piss, man.
I love Cali, and I never heard of that. What's the process to become a TNT trainer with Prime? You have to have 6 months of experience. You have to have a good driving record. You cannot have like critical events and stuff like that. You have to have a pretty good, decent record, especially within the last 6 months. You cannot have any problems on your logs. Your logs have to be legit. There's no, cheat in the logs or whatever you want to call it, violations. You can't have no violations. If you're a lease driver, then you have to have a profitable truck in the last, how long, Versatile? Is it like 6 months?
The profitable truck and on time and safety and all that stuff, I do believe that is 3 to 6.
And fuel mileage. You have to have a certain fuel mileage. It can't be below a certain number.
I think it's 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
Here we
I
go
do want
from
to add,
Sam.
if you don't mind, if I add to that one part, if we can go rewind that right there. He did list out all the specific scenarios that you need to have to be a TNT trainer. There's a few extras there, man. It's patience, love for what you're doing. There's so much that goes into training a person to mold them, to really craft them, to make them the best they could possibly be. But you have to make sure that you're the best you could possibly be at the same time. I just wanted to add that on top because, yeah, there are the Prime specific things that you have to do. There's also things that you have to accomplish as yourself to be able to really define what you're going to do in that side of the career. And I think that's what me and Daniel and Tennessee have done extremely well, is we've defined who we are and what we're willing to do, the patience level and the craft and the love and what comes out of it. We all individually thrive from that. That's all I wanted to add, Daniel. Sorry.
Versatile, go ahead and hit that comment right there too.
6
All right,
months.
I'm back in action, by the way.
Welcome back. 6 months with no critical events or accidents. Yes, that's a huge one. It's safety, on time, all the gizmos, man. If you can't do those things yourself, how can we expect you to train people to do it themselves? Definitely. Let's just put it
That's
on the
what I
3
was
screen,
doing.
man. You're really messing with our heads. Like, come on, man.
Okay, that's what I was in the middle of doing. Is I had to, since you sent it to the link to
Yeah,
get
let's do
on
that.
here through the phone. I have to be on my phone, and my GoFundMe link is on here, not on my tablet. So where I'm swapped.
So you
on-
just train wrecked our stream because you said, "Oh, GoFundMe, click, 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 click."
Hey, it was told to post it. I wasn't going to even post it this time, and it was asked to be put up there, so I did.
How much you get?
Not sure yet.
I thought you were gonna do the Don Vito on him or whatever. The Don.
I don't know. What are you talking about? All right.
I don't got cotton balls.
But you have to have a white cat at the same time, too.
Is the 10
right.
hours behind the wheel just for Prime?
What? Like for the PSD thing, or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
PST
that's what
style.
he's talking about.
You know, Daniel, take it. I'm gonna take a sip. I need a sip after that one.
I believe that it's a Prime thing, that Prime wants a minimum of 10 hours behind the wheel before anyone can test. And I think that that's what he's talking about. You have to have 10 hours behind the wheel driving time before you can test.
Oh, okay. Come back to me.
Oh, well, I swear you always want to go at this when I'm leaving it.
I apologize. I thought you meant the minimum. I did not know you were talking about the maximum. I think the other guy was asking about minimum. I didn't know he was talking about maximum. Yeah, it is 10 hours. Yeah, okay. We're good.
We got that
But is it
settled?
a Prime rule or is it federal?
Look at your government websites.
You wanted to step back into it. I was trying to get away from it because I was like, I think it's a Prime rule.
ELDT does not standard a minimum drive time. Prime does.
Here you go, Tennessee. Question for you. How can you check gender since males are now allowed to be pregnant?
What?
That's the wrong person to ask.
That's me. That's a me question. What is the question?
Oh, here you go.
How can you check genders since males are now allowed to be pregnant? We call those menstruating people. Okay? If you
I'm done with that. I'm done with that. So listen here. We do not care about gender. At Prime, we don't care about gender. It doesn't matter if you're male, female. You say that you're a tree. We don't care. What we care about is bettering the person. We are going to get you your CDL. You're going to be a tree that moves around and drives the truck. We don't care. It's, Prime has never, ever, I think, discriminated against anyone. And the reason I say I think there is because I haven't heard of it. If back before it was cool to be a man trying to transition into a woman or vice versa, back before it was a cool thing, I remember 5 years ago, we had a man that was wearing a dress in the terminal, and people did not discriminate. People just treated him or treated her, whichever one. I never had the conversation to find out if it was a him or her, but I've never seen anybody treat them bad. I know a lot of people after they left, they're all like, what was that? That was a dude with a beard wearing a dress. And, I didn't care about it. Didn't affect me. It was somebody that wanted a CDL and wanted to drive trucks and let them. So I don't think that there's any gender, whatever. It doesn't matter to me.
So like Daniel was saying, and I do have personal reference to this individually. I trained a young man, and that's what he identifies as. His name is Noah. Wonderful student. One of probably in my top 5 students of all time. But he was, a little fluid, and we can all understand that. We all express ourselves different ways. And this stream right here, we can perfectly demonstrate this. Daniel is a hardcore juggalo, got the tattoo on his thigh, rocks the music. Tennessee over here, he's got the tattoos. He really takes pride in his, native values and everything like that. And we all express ourselves differently as truck drivers. And this is what am I? Oh, I'm just a young freak. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm the nerd, I guess. I love technology. I love thinking. I love history. So, if me and Tennessee wanted to flight, we can flight, bro. You know what flighting is?
Daniel, Twisted, you know what flighting is?
Say it again.
Flighting.
Flighting? No.
Yeah.
You should know what flighting is.
With the poetry.
Yeah, it's okay. Like Tennessee.
It has words in it. It's not good for me.
Hey, what?
Nelks TV, how is pilot school going? Nelks TV was one of my students. He came out here, got him a CDL, decided trucking wasn't for him. He was going to run real estate, went and did real estate, and returned as a truck driver. Was company for a while, went to lease, And then the next video I seen was, hey, I'm becoming a pilot. So Nelks TV, how is the flying going? Sorry, I had to get that. I've been over here dying to ask him how flight school was and if he's a pilot now.
Well, I'll wrap up what I was saying pretty quick without the distractions. So back to what I was saying. I had a student, Noah. He was very fluid with himself. He expressed himself freely. He's definitely in my top 5 of students who performed the absolute best, executed, knew what he was doing, could teach it to others. And that's a huge thing. If you could teach it to others, you're at the top of your game, especially as a student. But he's definitely one of those people who, I guess, on the outside, you would look at like, I got a few questions. Those people are always welcomed in this world. Trucking is a melting pot of just a bunch of weirdos. That's what it really is. Your loners, your everybody. Anybody who was never accepted by the general society of people is a truck driver. Let's be honest.
So where's he at now? Because he was out here training.
Mhm.
Is he doing TNT? Is he still training but doing TNT, or what's he up to?
So with February 7th's law going into effect with a 2-year mandate, he is now a TNT strict trainer. He does have students. He is doing his own thing. I think actually next February he will be a PSD instructor.
Awesome. So he'll have his 2 years by then.
Yes, sir. And I'm excited to see him on the pad among all of us doing exactly what we do.
Isaac's dad, I'm taking my test tomorrow, and not one instructor has said anything about 10 hours behind the wheel. And that's because it's usually up to your trainer. Your trainer deals with all your hours. It's pretty much on logs. It's on your logs how much you have drove. 30 days.
There's Tennessee. Hang on. Go back to that last one. Hang on. Where's my money? We got to pull that loan shark out again.
Breaking legs. I'm getting paid.
Hey, everything helps my channel. I appreciate it when you do donate.
Wait, who was it we asked last time? Was it? No, it wasn't Peg Leg. Was it
Hans?
Kenworth? It was Kenworth, right? No, it was Hans.
No, it was Hans.
Hans, I know you got my number, and we got emails and everything. I'm just wondering where my my donation's at.
Oh, preach. Thanks for answering my questions, guys. Yeah, throw some more questions in here. We'll answer as many as we get. It keeps us from getting distracted and talking about Thomas breaking people's knees.
Or Eric helping Thomas break Eric's knees. Or Eric's knees.
Eric's
Never
knees.
mind.
There it
Scratch
is.
that. Scratch
Let's
that.
see what's happening tomorrow at the pad.
Yeah.
I messaged you earlier, Twisted, about hooking up with a good recruiter. I reached out to her and left a message. Good. I'm hoping that she gets with you. We're talking about my recruiter down there in the description. So I'm hoping that she gets back with you pretty quick and gets you taken care of.
Yeah, Wesley, you had some good comments on that last video you were commenting on Twisted. So,
and you know what? I'll go ahead and give the shout out
to me when I'm done talking.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll give the shout out because I know a lot of people don't like to read. You're not going to hit the description. It's Jenny, and her direct is 417-521-3599. Prime Recruiting, if you want to reach that, is 800-224-4585. You reach Jenny there.
And I'm hoping that she ends up becoming all of our recruiters. That way she knows where you're coming from. And she's real good about communicating with me. She tells me my guys are getting good knowledge and she's not having to explain much because most of the guys that call her already know what to expect when they get here from my channel. How long is schooling and OJT?
Well, we're going to say that T is next to R, so OTR.
Yeah.
How long is schooling and OTR? So if you're talking about schooling, we're going to consider that as PSD at Prime Incorporated. At Prime Incorporated, schooling is a minimum of 14 days, and the maximum is, whatever you're willing to work at. I've had specific students that I'll spend an extra week with. Some students, like, they grind and they're trying the hardest, and an extra week doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt them. It's a life achievement for them. And I'm not willing to sacrifice anything to make sure that someone achieves what they need to achieve. OTR, on the other hand, if you're talking about TNT, that is 30,000 miles.
Or longer.
I have a good formula for that. I say you take 5,000 miles divided by 30K divided by 5,000 miles, and that's what you should be averaging a week. Some weeks you're going to do more than that. Some weeks you're doing less. So that's a good average plus a week off. And what up?
So
Sorry.
I was gonna say the same exact thing. I was about to jump into the time. OTR is TNT. That's where you're getting your on the road training, and that could last anywhere from, if you do his math, 5 to 6 weeks. If you have someone really good, you're dogging it out coast to coast. You're a lucky son of a gun, lucky as hell. But you also have some times where you need to take an emergency, they need to take an emergency, and you have to counteract that time as well. So it's kind of iffy on that part. But like I said, on the schooling part, which we consider as PSD, it's a minimum of 14 days. It's a lot of time. But if you need more, you do not need to rush yourself. We're here to give you the time that you need to make sure that you achieve.
Does Prime require on-the-truck cleanliness and personal hygiene for TNT trainers?
And
Tennessee,
we zoom in on the
got you.
dirtiest motherfucker here. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Give it to the flatbedder. He's always dirty.
Oh,
Go
hey,
ahead.
look at the mud
Hey.
in the front.
My bunk behind the curtain is clean.
But the mud
It's
in the front.
It's got the most dust and dirt that we try not. We can't help that. We're out in the dirt. We're out in gravel. We're out in mud. We tried to leave that up in the front seats, though.
Prime is going to preach that we all need personal hygiene, especially if you're with another person on a truck. They really preach that, hey, we need to have good personal hygiene. So, yes, Prime's going to require it. Now, does each load necessarily let you get a shower every day? Like, I've been 4 days without a shower. I try not to go more than 2.
Bird baths.
Heard it.
Try not to go more than 2. I think everybody in here has been more than 2 days without a shower. What's the longest? Go ahead, Tennessee.
I was gonna say that's why I preach bird baths. Get you some wipes. Get you sandy wipes. When you can't get a shower, at least wipe down so you're getting a lot of that junk off of you. And then
You know what, man? As a fat guy, I agree with my boy Tennessee 100%. All right, so this is a crazy situation, but I went from one high value to another high value. It's weird, but when you have high values, there is no stopping time. There are circumstances in which you have to move. It's 250 miles with no stop. And then you just keep going. So I went a total of 6 days. No shower. And the baby wipes. Oh, I don't care if you smell like corn chips or not. You're going to be clean and you're going to be hydrated on the skin. It won't chafe.
Hey,
You got to have the baby
sandy
wipes.
for men now that smell like gentlemen.
Yeah, dudes wipes.
Peg
Perfect.
leg, my apologies for the disrespectful comment. Dude, don't apologize for a comment. Like, we needed to talk about that. Maybe that was holding somebody back from coming to Prime is because of what's it called? Gender neutral? What's it called?
Well, you know what?
Right.
So
yeah, we'll go with that.
With the gender neutral, maybe somebody was not ready to apply for Prime, or maybe they were all like, man, I want to go there, but I don't want to be judged. So the thing is, maybe that one person was in here in this stream tonight and you helped them out by getting us to answer that question, Pegleg. You're always a joy to be in the stream, Pegleg. Like, you're a great guy. Don't be apologizing for the
You're my
comment. Did you
dad.
want to say anything, Versatile?
You're my dad. No, but on a serious note, yeah, there was something I wanted to say. You know what? And I understand that this is not a common knowledge to certain people. Something that I pride myself on is just base knowledge. It's just like fucking reading and
Language.
researching. I only said one F word. I'm good.
Still.
I didn't say the F word again. Fuck, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
Really?
So he's on a timeout. We put him in the corner. Sam says Red Bull time. Troy Allen says he was Scottish. It was a kilt. You know, it might have been a kilt. No, it wasn't a kilt because I seen the guy or a girl, whichever. I saw them several times wearing a dress. Eddie Style now. Are you guys all out of Missouri? Would you like to train with you? But I'm going to Salt Lake. They said you can call your recruiter and you can get it changed to come to another terminal. I've had several students do that. I had a guy from New York that ended up having to do that. And we're all out of Springfield. Salt Lake has good trainers as well. I don't know about Salt Lake. I haven't been there. I'm not going to put my name on the line for or against anybody from Salt Lake City because I don't know. They might be the best trainers ever, but I don't know. Eddie says, dang, okay, I'll request to go there. Nelk says, "This all's going well. Lots of reading and flying. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to make videos about, so I haven't posted much." Yeah, I'm super curious. Nelk's TV. Nelk's makes some amazing videos, and they're very, very interesting, and they keep you engaged in it. It feels like great content. No matter what his content is about, it's always been great. And I'm hoping to see some flying videos. Sam says, I believe so. Yes, ask your recruiter. Do you guys lease? Tennessee?
Nope.
Versatile and me. No, none of us lease.
We do have one that has leased. Versatile over here has leased.
I have, yes. If you do have a lease specific question, I could answer it. I did lease. I did a short lease. It was a 6-month run. Completed it. Was gone. Whatever. I could tell you what you need to know, but other than that, none of us at this moment are lease. I switched over to company.
So Brian passed the CDL test and he got his CDL. I was on Drive to Thrive's channel. I was on Drive to Thrive's channel the other night doing a live with him. And Brian popped on there and let us all know that he passed the CDL test. So congratulations, Brian.
Am I the only one sitting here like who's Drive to Thrive?
You don't know who.
No, give a shout out, Daniel. Come on, man. Lead into it.
Okay,
lead
Drive
into
to
it.
He'll be here Friday.
Videos.
What?
Yeah, pay attention to my videos. I
pay attention to your videos. I'm leading you into a shout out. You suck. I don't know what you want to say. I'm leading you into a shout out. Like,
well, go ahead, shout them out. Let's hear it. Drive to Thrive is the name of the channel.
A lot of information to get and retain at first. You have to look at the business in a different mindset. I like it though. Did I say that sexy enough? Being prepared to be an owner op is what it takes. Wait. I'm reading all of these. Shit. Does Prime pay more cents / smile? Okay, that's a weird wording. Does Prime pay more cents per mile the longer you stay? You get raises. Performance based, man. Are you good? What's next?
How much does it raise?
Next question.
How much does it raise the longer you stay?
I mean, a cent per mile.
How much?
I don't know. Mine? Do you want me to say mine?
What is yours?
Mine was 3 cents.
$0.03.
Yeah, mine was 3 cents.
So you make 3 cents more than another driver. A driver
I mean,
starting out.
As far as I know, I haven't looked at it since I became a trainer. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I haven't looked at it since then. You know?
I cannot find it. It used to be. It was on one of my phones. I was trying to pull up this actual chart that I have that listed it all, but I can't find it. It was the last one that was updated. I apologize. I was looking for it. I was trying to keep Versatile talking while I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it, unfortunately.
I'll keep talking.
Hey, we're real quick. We
Yeah,
got
hang on, that's
Hans
my
with a
question.
$10 donation here.
That's my peg leg. He's talking to me.
I know, but we got Hans with a $10 super chat.
I'll donate a $30 super chat if I could answer Peg Leg's question.
Man, I'll tell you what, Tennessee is on those super chats. He must have like a screen that just pops them up. So let's go ahead and see what Hans has to say down here. Hans has a horrible comment down here, but it says, "Insane Clown Posse sings like crying babies."
Zoom in on me, Daniel. Zoom in on me.
Insane Clown Posse does not sing like some crying babies. They are lyrical, like assassins with their words.
I do not believe. Hang on, you gotta cut the voice changer off. Okay, I do not believe you have ever listened to any type of music in your life. I do think that you might listen to only choir and hymns throughout your entire life. ICP, we all three enjoy them. I am a huge advocator. I love the shit out of them. I know my boy Tennessee does. I definitely know the guy with the tattoo does. You know? So, the comment is appreciated but not loved, is what we'll say.
We still got mad love for you, Hans.
He appreciates the super chat.
There's your comment.
Okay. Twisted. You can give Versatile Fugly. Duckling, my number. If he wants to reach out. He doesn't know how to spell. He doesn't know how to spell if, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't
Time
know
out,
how to
bro.
spell either.
Versatile's about to meet his real
You
dad.
know how your dad ran out to get that carton of milk a long time ago. He wants to reach out to you, give you his number, and he's back with special words for you.
Hey everybody, hit that like button, borrow my leg to smash that ding dong bell. Oh, and if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe too.
You know what's sad is he used that leg to hit my ding dong a lot.
What the heck? All right, we're moving on. Brian says, I passed my CDL test and will probably be leaving Wednesday of next week for my mentor student training. So, yeah, get out there and chase that
There you go, man. You're on the road to the big times.
money. Matt says, prime tanker.
I'm zoomed in, so I'll be the goofy guy. Tanker?
Unicorn?
Yeah. I never saw one of those before. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, I've trained 2 tankers.
If I come to prime after CDL school, do I go on OTR for 30K miles? No, you do not. Okay, so this is where like CDL schools, I don't feel like they're helpful because they don't have a job for you to go to after you pass your test. So what happens to a lot of people is like just fun for gaming is that you get your CDL and then you want to come to prime, and sometimes prime is not hiring for CDL holders, and then you're just stuck out, man. And unfortunately, like if you want to, like, if you don't want to have to take an eval at prime and you want to come in with a CDL, then you need to have experience before you come into here. You need to go work somewhere over the road for a while. For I think it's 2 years if you want to come in without taking another test. So just for fun gaming, when you come to Prime, if you decide to come to Prime, then you're going to have to come over here. We're going to have to reteach you, and we're going to have to get you to pass the test again or a little eval. If you come in and you end up with me or Tennessee Flatbetter, I don't know about Versatile Duckling. He left. But if you end up with one of us, we're going to have you back in between trailers over there. We're going to be like, you got to really do this. You passed the test. You got a CDL. And we're going to teach you how to really back. And we're going to get you to where you can back for reals, not just to pass the test. And that's where you're going to get most of your skills. And then you take a little eval. And after your eval, you get to go to TNT, but you have to be evaled.
Yeah,
and hopefully the school that you went to and you paid for has taught you how to really, really back and not just pass the test, because that will make it very easy for you to get it done over here. It will turn your like maybe 3-4 day wait to get through that eval to like 1 or 2 days. So it depends how much experience they give you at that school. Tennessee, did you have anything to add on that?
You pretty much answered it, and I kind of threw in a little bit there. So,
Sam says, just for fun, I think 10K miles or 15 if I remember correctly. I don't know what he's talking about. Timothy Turbo says, find a pigeon pen to roll around in. It smells better than no shower. Oh, I don't know about that. Don't know about that. GI
What's going
bath.
on, Timothy?
Smoking at Pittston. I don't know what the question is about that. Smoking at Pittston. You can smoke, like you can smoke out there. They don't mind you smoking. I vape out there. I've seen a lot of smokers out there smoking. We really don't have here at Prime. I don't think we had any issues with smoking or vaping or anything like that. Did you pass Isaac? Isaac still hasn't tested yet. Jeff says, Twisted hasn't broken out auto-tunes yet.
Really? Really?
Congratulations, Brian. Eddie, thank you, Sam. Thank you, everyone. You're welcome, Brian. Best wishes on your journey. Brian, they're talking back and forth, helping each other out. Matt says 1 year equals more pay. Can I buy a lot with 3 pennies? Definitely you can buy a lot with 3 pennies. Sam says, here until I stay my welcome, which I'm working on already. Sam's about to get kicked out of the hotel. If y'all watch my channel, y'all done seen Sam in one of my videos. Like we did a video together and we talked a little bit about the struggles and stuff he's been through. Weasel says, will being a felon mess up come into Prime? I got 2 or 3 months left. Then it'll drop to a misdemeanor. I've got 0 infractions, not even a speeding ticket.
So
Weasel,
real quick,
go ahead and get.
I was going to say, Weasel, as long as you be honest with Prime when you come in to hire, I've got 2 felonies on my record. I came in with them past statute of limitations, but I was still up and honest about it. So if you're up and honest about it and you tell them everything that's going on, they will still give you a chance.
I actually have something to add on to that, man. I did train a student under his circumstance. He served 11 years of his life in prison. And he still got the opportunity to come to Prime Incorporated. So like Tennessee said, you know, it is what it is.
Be up and honest about it. Communication
Yeah.
is key.
Well, he's going to be honest about it. I say that if you have 2 or 3 months left till it drops to a misdemeanor, go ahead and finish that 2 to 3 months and then
Well,
apply
I'll
then.
put
I
it
think
this
that your
way.
chances of getting here will be better for it not to be a felony and for it to be a misdemeanor.
Well,
Now you're
I'm
still
gonna
going to be
go ahead and-
honest with them and tell them, hey, this is what happened. This is what we got going on. And
Damn, Daniel!
What?
Thomas is Tennessee is trying to talk like the last 30 minutes.
I know. I let him talk, and then he was trying to interrupt me. Here you go.
I've got something to add to that. What you were trying to say is, so my oldest son was trying to get hired on, and he was told, because he just got a misdemeanor, that he needed to come back in 3 years. So with you having 2 to 3 months left on top of that, so it sounds like you pretty much almost at the end of that before it completely drops off. I can't remember what you said in the other video on how long you've had, but by federal statute limits is 7 years, and then it's off your, where they can't see a criminal record like that unless it's a federal level. Then they can still see it. So, I mean, honestly, ask your question. I mean, ask the recruiter, talk to them, be honest about what you've got going on.
I apologize.
There you go, brother.
I do want to apologize to Daniel. He was talking, and I am sorry. But you always have to back up your brother. And until Daniel gets a motorcycle and puts his ass on 2 wheels, Tennessee will always be my brother. And I'll always back him up. Life and limb. Guaranteed. Anyone going lease, make sure you read the entire lease before you're singing and asking questions about anything you don't understand. Yeah. There you go,
And
Peg
then
Leg.
signing.
This is my dad right there. My dad's telling you the truth. Make sure you understand what you're signing. Yeah, Peg Leg, I agree. Ask questions and read. It took me 4 times. That's Sam Acevedo. I know how to say his last name. Daniel, can you say his last name?
Avocado.
Not Thomas. That's what I called him today. You can't say that out loud. That's your question.
To get my hard copy of my license, which I have in hand.
Yeah, that one's confusing me.
Yeah. I've had my CDL for 12 years. What's involved with PSD when arriving? So it's pretty much, it's up to your PSD trainer to see where your skills are before you get the eval, because when you come in with a CDL, it's not Prime saying, hey, we're going to take your CDL when we eval you. It's, let's see where your skills at before we go ahead and say, yeah, we're going to hire you. So they're going to eval you whenever the trainer thinks you're ready.
And you know what? If I could ask him to that, if you don't mind, Daniel.
I think you upset him.
Yeah, I think I did too. He's really quiet, you know.
No, I'm just letting y'all I'm trying to get to the bottom of these comments.
Yeah, we've got
We're
a
so far
lot of
behind.
questions this time. We got a lot of questions this week.
Hey, that's great. That's wonderful. You know, the more questions, the better the content. We get to dig through it. So, what I would say is, with the February 7th thing that happened, there was a lot of schools and stuff that were going on outside of the standardized schools and stuff like that were operating with the FMCSA. So I think that stuff will change, in my opinion. I think that it's all going to be more standardized. That's what they're trying to work towards, at least. But like Tennessee said, and it really is, when you come here at Prime Incorporated, we're looking at what you can do, what you do know, what you can execute. If you can do all those things, and we're working with you on what you can't do. And we're trying to, sharpen your edge. Every blade has a bump. Every blade needs to be sharpened. And that's how we look at it. At least, as far as I do.
So I appreciate that, Brandon. I really do.
I want to thank Thomas for training. It makes being out here on my own worth it. Cause what's that? What is that? 1K?
I know what needs to be done out here.
Oh, that's I know. Okay.
I know how to read current lingo. That's why they keep me around.
So there's a one up to Thomas right there. Hey man, you hooked him up. He feels confident with your training.
And that's my goal. My goal is to get all my students the edge up to be able to be successful when they get in their own truck.
If you got experience, you shouldn't need PSD. Now, Hans, with that being said, is that how much experience do you have, and is it over the road or is it local, or what kind of experience are we looking at? Because I've seen a lot of people come out here and they're all like, I got all this experience. I had a guy that was all like, I got 30 years trucking experience, but I haven't drove a truck in about 10 years. And I was all like, all right, you should be a pro at it. I put him in the truck. Bro, it was bad. You would think that it would be like riding a bicycle. Once you've been off of it for a while, you jump back on. Maybe you fall over once or twice, but you pick it up fast. No, this guy was really bad. So
yeah. What I'll add on to that is like Daniel said, it's what you consider as experience. I've trained yard dogs. We know what yard dogs are. They got that 0-degree turn. I've trained people with experience that had taken a lot of time off. Man, I trained one guy. His name was Mike. He was in his era, you know, but he had driven, you know, back in the 80s. So that gives you a description of how old the man was. And he took a lot of time off to take care of his family, and you know, he did what a man does. And you know what a man does is they support, they provide, they're there. That's what all of us do. But he came back expecting kind of, you know, a different thing that we could not provide in today's age. But go ahead, Tennessee. You probably know. You definitely know, because I know you know. I know you know.
I was actually commenting to this new one that just popped up. Yeah, and I heard it was supposed to be coming back in September. What would the down payment of the lease purchase be? I don't know. I don't really getting to that part because I'm a company driver and don't care to go lease anytime soon. So that's not information I'm trying to keep.
I could answer that question perfectly fine.
So, well, then you should have read the question instead of talking.
Okay, so I hear Prime is going back to lease a purchase option. What would be the down payment to lease a purchase? Okay, so here's the wonderful thing. I have plenty of students, plenty of friends who are doing this thing. So here is the answer. Lease a purchase with zero experience is $14,000. $14,000 will get you into the lease purchase program. But here's the wonderful thing. For every lease you complete, it's $1,000 off. If you complete 1, 2, 3 leases, it's $10,000, it's $12,000, it's however much you want it to be. But for just jumping into it, it is $14,000. Simple answer. $30K team. Oh,
$30K Team Prime has APU, fridge, and microwave. And yes, they do have an APU. Now, the refrigerator and the microwave belong to your trainer. So I'll tell you right now, if your trainer is okay with you using those, then he will tell you. If you have a question on whether or not he cares if you use that, then ask him. But that is something that your trainer has bought, and that is his property. And I've heard stories of trainers not wanting you to mess with their refrigerator and microwave. And the simple thing right here is that they're the one that bought it. Somebody before you unfortunately messed that up for you. So, you know, I think for the most part, though, they're pretty understanding, and they're all like, yeah, you can use my refrigerator and my microwave. I haven't heard it in a long time that anyone said no. Peg leg twisted. Your wife has sent me back to the sofa because of the auto-tune. On said, that's why I hate carriers who test out in automatic transmissions, trucks and pull that stupid restriction on your license, and you can get the restriction taken off your license. And
You just
Prime
gotta
actually
go
has a
retake the
class
test.
that you can go and take and get it removed. You can actually get it removed, so it's not even that big of a deal. Hit that like button. Let's get at least 10 likes. We don't even have 10 likes.
20 likes. At least 20 likes.
At least 20 likes.
At least 20 likes, or everybody who's watching right now donates $1.
And donates. Golly.
I'm pulling a Tennessee flatbedder. Where's my money? Where's my money?
Expired medical card, forklift license. I think that you might have to get a new medical card because I think you're gonna have to need a different one for your permit. I'm not sure though. Brian, they sent me home to get my hard copy, which I have in hand. Hey, good. You already got that done. That was quick.
Nice.
Troy Allen says, I'm willing to go through the whole training process if I have to. I still have a lot to learn. And Troy, you know, your learning will never stop. So make sure that you keep on pushing on and learning more as you go. I still learn stuff to this day.
Oh yeah, I'm still learning to this day. Every day you need to learn something new, or you're not living your life to the fullest.
Twisted is from Texas, and he probably orders his burritos with jalapenos. Sam says, oh yes, Tennessee gave me the tools to be the best out here. I felt like driving as long as he has during my TNT and my company time.
Well, I appreciate that, Sam. Like I said, that's the best I do is try to give every one of my students the best they can use in their tool belt of knowledge out there on the road.
Trash shouldn't be on the road. Yeah, don't be dirty and throw your trash out the window. Take it to the truck stop.
We're always 15 feet from a trash can every time we stop. So,
how often do drivers get time off?
Well, that truly depends. Are you a lease operator or a company driver? If you're a company driver, you get a certain amount of time off. It is a day per week, if I remember correctly. So you take that as it is. You can manipulate that and work it the way that you want to work it. As a company driver, I've never, even when I was over the road as a company driver, I never really hungered for time off. If you're a lease operator, okay, great, thank you.
Keep going. I thought you were done.
If you're a lease operator, it's all about your finances, man. You know, do you have the money? Are you ready to take some time off? Are you ready for that vacation? Can you afford it? A totally different question. And it's all up to you. You can take it from there, Daniel.
All right. I was just gonna say company or lease, take off whenever you want. It's your pretty much if your truck's moving, you're making money. If it's not moving, you're not making money. So you got to make good decisions there. What's up, Twisted from Robert? What's going on, brother, man? Drew company day one for every 7 days and lease when you fill. You know, and I'm gonna like lease guys. It determined by the amount of money that you made. Did you make enough money to go home? Is what it boils down to. Robert says, heading to bed. Gonna hit you up when I get back in Springfield. Hopefully Saturday. How does Prime teach students to pass pre-trip?
Better
Anybody
study.
want to answer that?
You better study your
yeah.
heart out. I can't remember it for you. My memory's not as good as yours, or your memory's not as good as mine. Study.
Yeah, we already know.
Zoom
it
in on
by
my crazy
heart.
face.
We've heard it about 1,000,000 times. So it's you pre-trip on your own. When you're around us, if you got a question, we will answer it, but we can't make you learn that stuff. You're the only one that knows how to learn, how you learn, and how to retain that what's on that piece of paper. It's all verbiage. and knowing where the parts are.
On a serious note, if I might add it, on a serious note, if you have the questions, you need to ask. Communication is 100% key. We are here for you. If we're not here for you, then we're here for nothing. We don't exist without you. So if you have those questions, make sure you ask them. Part locations, how to say it, verbiage, things like that. Just ask. Laugh all you want, Daniel. Take it away.
You are so long-winded with that. I keep on thinking you're done, and then all of a sudden you just keep going. I'm like, okay,
You see how
bad.
me and Tennessee flatbedder feed off of each other? Come on, man, get in the mix.
How does Prime teach students to pass pre-trip? The thing is that there is no tips or tricks or anything that's going to help you pass pre-trip. It's going to take hard work and dedication. Just like they said, hard work and dedication on you. You have to be out there at a truck studying. Pre-trip is, there's no way we can put that stuff in your mind, no matter how much we do. So it is all on you to do hard work and get it done. Now, the thing is, just like they said, we will help you. We will help you. You need to know where a part is. We're going to help you. You need to know what to say. We will help you. But the thing is, you have to put in that hard work. Every company needs to do its due diligence by checking. And all A-seat drivers, all drivers get bad habits that they need corrected. And and I agree. People start developing bad habits and they get laxed, and they need to be over there. They need to be over there, and like I think some kind of like
I am in the middle
yearly
of personal
refresher
business.
would be all right.
All right, what's the question? Every company needs to do its due diligence by checking and all A-seat drivers. Daddy, you need to check that spelling. That really confused me. Go back. Daniel, I need to read his comment. Okay, Daniel, you're gonna fuck me all up. Makes sense, but that would be the most that I would worry about with all the wording and trying to remember everything. LOL, laughing out loud.
You gotta make sure that like a lot of the stuff is repeating it. So a lot of the stuff is going to be the same sentence, and it's going to be probably mount secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, and then you go from there. You would pass if you could just get that two sentences out the way, and you could start naming off the parts. The next part is adding the extra to it. So add the extra to it. But if you could just simply knock out the phrase "properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken," you are going to be doing a lot better.
Was that a laughing stock of the last few questions, or what? What happened there? Super confused.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I was. Okay.
What
I'm
were
the
you
butt
saying?
of the joke, everybody. I can handle it.
No.
I still have 90 years of my life to live.
No, what did you say?
I read out like 3 questions. What are you talking about, man? Nobody heard me? Is that what's being
No.
said? Has nobody heard me?
No.
Okay, never mind. Lone Wolf says thanks. And I feel like you're really messing with me. Tennessee, I know is messing with me. He's over here with like look at my prime.
There you
Well,
go. Start right there then.
I was gonna say I've become mobile, so
Okay, peg leg, daddy boy, my father. An old timer that drove for miles told me to record myself doing the pre-trip and play it while I was sleeping. That is not gonna work. Not gonna work. Took my final Domino's pizza delivery today. I used to work there. I understand. Getting things together and spending time with my dog. I love my dog. She's a wonderful girl. Gotta hit that Greyhound Sunday morning, and not sure when I'll see him again. You know what? If your puppers is getting the zoomies out and they're having fun, and they're still smiling, and they're with family that they know and they love and they cherish, you'll be back soon. Dog's time is infinite, but your time is small. What's the next one, Daniel? Hit me with the next one. I'm ready. I'm question ready. Let's do it. Okay, I'll go ahead and do this. All right, let's see. We're gonna do this in real time. Jeffrey said, "Took my final Domino's pizza, getting things together, and spending time with my dog." Okay, so we read that one. If you go team company right after TNT and don't like it, are you allowed to switch to solo/company? Tennessee, you got a question? You got an answer for that one?
So yeah, you have the choice to change any.
Oh, Daniel
your,
still is here. Little son of a little son of a gun.
Yeah, you have the choice to change whatever you want to do. Whatever don't feel right. If you feel like changing because you need to get something different, then change. Just like you can go company, you can go lease right after company. If you go lease, you can go company right after lease. Prime gives you that option.
Isaac's dad says, "I'm getting properly mounted and tattooed on my neck." How do you feel about that, man with all the tattoos, even though I have plenty of tattoos myself? Yeah,
I have
you
no
with...
problem with that.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he's got it on his Adam's apple, which is why he sounds like a lady now.
Yeah, I don't
So
sound like a
reporting
lady.
live from a
Oh, there's
carjacking
Daniel.
where Tennessee flatbedders stealing the rims off of a truck over there. What
No,
are you
I
doing?
got
Stealing
mobile.
some rims?
No, this is my pickup. That's my motorcycle. Everybody should see that. If you're subscribed, you know what she looks like. And then here soon, you probably might get to see more of my car too.
And you know what? Actually, a little teaser. If you watch my channel, you might actually get to see both of us race.
And
Just saying.
and versatile lose bigger than crap.
And Tennessee will get hit with a rock and die as soon as we start the race.
Jesus. So what
Oh,
are the
dreadful.
requirements for California? The only problem with California, the only thing that's different with California from other states is that you're not going to be able to lease with Prime if you live in California. That's the only difference.
ABC Act, baby.
You're going to be able to come down here to our school or up to Salt Lake City, and you're going to be able to get a CDL, but you cannot be a lease driver, unfortunately. So that's the only difference there. Let's see. Loan study before you get there. Once you're there, they be early every day and do pre-trip till you're supposed to meet your trainer. Touching the parts while doing pre-trip gives you muscle memory too, and I strongly agree with that. David Young says, what are the requirements for California? Just got my permit with tanker endorsement. So you need the same endorsements as anywhere else, and your recruiter probably has told you what all you need to study to get your permit. Oh, you got your permit, so, and the tanker endorsement. So you just really need to get to the school up here. There's no special requirements for California besides that you cannot be a lease operator.
If you want to, Daniel, I have it pulled up right here on my screen about the AB5 that lease owner operators as independent contractors under the AB5 business capacity owners are no longer permitted to enter into a lease agreement with motor carriers for the exclusive rights to their services and the use of their equipment. To answer the question before the one that you just answered.
All right, here we go right here. Requirements for Texas. The only thing different in Texas is you have to take a Texas general knowledge test. There's a Texas one on there to get your permit. That's the only difference there. That worked. I want to go company anyways. Yeah, you're solid, bro. You're good. Come on out. Make sure you drop those driver codes in there too. What? Let's see. Tennessee, what's your driver code?
So my driver code is DODSTH. That again is DODSTH. There you go.
Versatile, what's yours?
My driver code is CRUMEL. From L.
Whoa. CRUM.
CRUMEL. I do not want anybody using my driver code. Please don't.
Okay, we're not even putting that up there
Appreciate it.
because you were giving me way too many letters, and I was kind of confused with that, anyways.
Yeah, you use yours and Tennessee's, man. I'm not here for
there's
the
mine
driver
too.
code. Yeah, that's not
Just
what
in
I'm here
case you
for.
needed it. Do all of Twisted's PSD students get a free hat? No, they don't. I've only had a couple students that ended up with one of these hats, really, to tell you the truth. I wish I had more free hats. Like, I wish I had more money to get some more hats, but, you know, that would be cool. Everyone that trifectas get their own hat.
I'm
Yeah, and
still
then
waiting for my hats.
And then say on the back of it, I survived Twisted.
No. You can't say that, Tennessee. You can't say it. You have a hat.
I was talking about his PSD students.
You have a hat, though. Where's my hat? Where's
Hey,
my hat?
I got that in a giveaway.
Where?
Yeah.
No, a giveaway my ass. A freebie to the only other guy here.
No, Tennessee came. That was a gift because Tennessee came here whenever we were giving away the green ones for.
I want that one in the background.
2K,
My
2K
it belongs
subscribers.
to my dad. I inherit everything from my dad. If it's for Peg Leg, it's for me. I want the
Well,
hat.
that's Peg Leg's hat right there, so I guess
want
Peg
it.
Leg's gonna give it to you.
If Peg Leg comments and he gives it to me, I will wear it in every stream. Peg Leg, back me up. I got you, brother. Daddy boy.
That's not coming off that shelf until I hit 3,000 subscribers, though.
I will.
Once
buy
I hit
subscribers.
3,000 subscribers, it's coming
I
off
will
the
buy
shelf.
subscribers. All right, I'm purchasing them right now.
And
This
as soon
one's
as
gonna
I
go
hit-
on the shelf. That one's gonna go to Peg Leg, and then the new hats. I'll wear the new hat while this one's on the shelf. So
And then
that's the ideal.
And as soon as I hit 800, I'm gonna do my first live, and I'm gonna do a shirt giveaway with Tennessee Flatbetter on the front and probably something weird on the back.
You got the link to your channel? Throw it in here.
Can you do it faster than I can?
Actually, I can.
Because unfortunately, everything on my
What have you been
my
looking up
tablet's
on
not linked to
YouTube?
me.
I see all that porn and stuff, that freaky stuff, furries. What was all that stuff?
All right, I'm putting in the private right now. Ready? Boom. Well, that doesn't help at all.
Trippy.
That doesn't. That's your driver code. That doesn't.
I just
help.
took the comment off. I just took
Yeah.
the comment off is what I did.
All right. Well, everybody, if I don't, they can't copy and paste this. You know what? I'll just put it in the chat. Hang on. You're gonna do that. I got a better idea.
That's what you were supposed to do, is put it in the chat.
You know what? And you know, I'll do a little bit more than that. How about this?
Tennessee, I got your comment right there, Jeffrey.
Need a 6X shirt for versatile.
Whoa, bro! I'm about to take back what I just did. I'm seriously about to take back what I just did for you, Tennessee. Okay.
I was
A 6X.
I was expecting it to be
6X.
Hans, but
Do
it
I
was
look like a
it was-
6X? Do I look like?
It was Sam. It
Oh, a
was Sam.
$10 donation with 0 on it.
Well, put the comment under. What's the comment under?
Hey, I'm letting you read your own your own super chat. Let's hear it.
Put the comment under.
This
$10.
one?
I'll shout it out. What? No. After the super chat. After the super chat.
That is the next one on my screen.
That is not the next one on your screen.
There's not nothing under there, bro. On my screen.
It says super chat and it says www.youtube.com/channel.
Look.
Even Pegleg says I threw up a link. What the hell? Are you not seeing it? All right, I'm gonna paste it one more time. How about that? All right,
Yeah,
do you see that
I wanna
link? Do you see that link that I just posted?
No. Did my stuff freeze?
Yeah,
One super chat from you and you just ruined the whole stream. Oh, there it is.
There, I threw it up.
Oh, you threw it up. So I can't throw up your channel. Is that what's wrong?
Dude, you might
I
be
don't
banned
know
from
what
the
happened.
channel. I don't know. You
I
can't
don't
put
even
no
want you
comments
on
on
here in
there?
chat.
Well, you know what? Put me on the screen. I will.
See,
I'll
no, hold on. Throw me up screen real quick.
throw him up screen.
I've got chat sitting right here.
You
and
see
I
what
don't
I've been
even
saying,
see it in
right?
chat.
You don't see what I've been saying in chat at all.
So, anyways, Tennessee
Actually, you know, no,
over there had to have a phone that big so he can see it because remember we were talking about age and he's the oldest one. That was his phone. You see how big it was?
Yo, throw me up. Throw me up. All right, so I did the super chat right here. The link was supposed to be attached to the super chat. Obviously was not. I threw up the super chat again after peg leg. And then my boy Tennessee over here threw up the chat. So there's 2 links right there that were never shown. That is
This younger generation, they sure do know about computers that they can't even send a dang message in there.
You know what's crazy is it's the older generation that's hosting the whole segment itself. He has all the control. It's like our government, you know? A man who has spent 47 years in office and has never done a thing for America is now the man who's leading our country. And, you know, just like Tennessee was the other week chasing an ice cream truck, our president was doing the same thing.
I don't care about politics. I don't want to hear all that. I really don't care about politics.
Back to my point, the 10 was for my boy Tennessee. Check out the channel. He's got great rides going on over there. He's got great videos going on for the flatbed side. He shows you what's in his box.
Oh, I found where you put it, by the way.
Did you? Can you post it up?
It's in the private chat over there. Go to the private chat. You
No,
posted it in
I
the private
posted
chat
it.
where
I
nobody
posted it in
can
the
see
private chat to copy and paste that.
Yeah, you put it over there in the private chat. I was like, what's this private chat?
Yeah, so I could copy and paste that to the video chat. I wanted to shout out Tennessee. You know, that's what I really wanted to do, but it all fell through. This is a whole fucking segment right here. The segment of how I failed to shout out a fellow member.
Yeah, you just ruined it. Like, and then we found it in the private chat.
Yeah.
Now it's on
not
there
even
a
the
whole
private
bunch.
chat. I already showed it. I already showed it in his chat. It's whatever, dude. Whatever.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what?
in there now, guys. It's in there now.
Yeah, I see. I don't see it on YouTube chat at all.
I don't
But,
understand, Tennessee, that if me and Tennessee can't see it, then you have to have your links cut off.
I'm
Twisted.
telling you, it's in private chat.
That's in private chat. What you're showing right now is in private chat. But you know what? If you want to make the argument,
I'm done arguing about it. I'm done. I just kicked him off. I'll let him back in once he's done showing his screen.
Whatever.
But yeah,
dude.
I don't see
Whatever,
it
dude.
in YouTube chat at
It's
all.
always the old people getting offended.
It's always the old people. I just got tired of talking about it. I found it in the private chat though. Story of Versatile's life. Always fudging everything up. For your birthday, I'm getting you what you've been. Disappointment.
That's okay, Acevedo. I know how to say your last name properly, unlike Daniel.
Avocado.
The American way is avocado. But if you want to support Daniel, then I will personally make sure that every time you come into Prime's yard, I will flatten your tires.
Hey,
Now I'm playing.
my son-in-law's got to fix those.
Yeah, he does. That is actually zooming back in on me. Zoom back in on me. Hang on. That's more business for my friend's family. It's more business.
So, if anybody haven't seen yet, my son-in-law Dalton, who shows himself regularly on this channel with us, he is now no longer an inbound. He works on the tire side of trucks. So he actually moved up in the company and makes a little bit better money now.
There you go.
So you get paid more outside of the outbound?
Yeah, because that's more of like start out. And then when you get to move up, you get a little bit better schedule, even though he's from 6 to 6 at night till 6 in the morning. He is actually liking it better over there.
Okay, so like that's pretty good that he's moved. What is that? He went somewhere. But that's pretty good that he finally got moved out of the outbound. I know that he was tired of being in there and it's a lot of hard work. And he's earned his time. He's earned his time over there, and it was time for him to move. So
you're still playing music in the background, by the way.
Oh,
or is that him?
There we go.
There you go.
Ain't nothing wrong with chasing the ice cream, man, considering it's community service. The terminal list is awesome. Hey, did Jeff make it this week? Was this the week that Jeff was coming into Prime?
The 15th.
The 15th. I don't even know what today is because I haven't been to work in a long time.
The 11th.
So he'll be here this weekend. So we'll be meeting Jeff probably
Wednesday or Thursday.
Next Wednesday or Thursday.
Yep.
So Jeff, you ready to step into the dungeon that Tennessee Flatbedder has for you?
Oh yeah. And you'll find I'm a pretty good guy to get along with. I'll tell you the rest of that spill when I finally meet you.
We're not going to get to hear how you line out your students right now.
Nah, that's a special privilege for the students to get to meet me.
Here we go. We'll try it out. Watch. I'm Tennessee Flatbedder, and you're going to do as I say when I say to do it. If I say jump, you're going to ask how high. I don't even want you to ask how high. Whenever I say jump, you will jump as high as you can. Your feet will land on top of that flatbed, and you will do your get out and look from the top of that flatbed because it wastes too much time for you to walk around the trailer and study your pre-trip.
What's up, Go Diego, go? I like how you just tell it's you and I'm sitting in here, but okay, that's all right.
You read it, so I just threw you into it.
That's all right.
Sam says that he knows the rest of the phrase.
Well, go ahead, throw it out there, Sam.
Sam, start typing up that paragraph, bro. So if y'all don't know, Sam was one of Tennessee's students. Tennessee had him during PSD, and he did he trifecta?
I asked Sam. I do too many students to remember everybody if they trifecta or not.
Sam seems like a guy that would have trifecta. I think that he has the confidence to get it done. So I'm
sorry,
pretty sure
Sam, I don't remember. a lot of Jack cups have been through me, so
Hold on, we got a question for Versatile Duckling. He's coming back to answer this question.
What's
What
up
are-
with the?
I was gonna
Oh,
read
did
it
you want
for
to say something? I thought you were letting me read it. I didn't know what you were saying.
My bad. Go ahead, read it too.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I can't be that asshole. I love you so much. I love you so much. What's up with the hiring freeze? Depends on where you live. Where do you live? What? But I do want to introduce Baby Zara.
so we made enough noise to wake her up, huh?
We did. No, you see him? You see him? Oh, she started crying at that part. Oh, she don't like you. She don't like you at all, Thomas.
I think you were just gripping her.
We got a high Tennessee. He's scaring babies.
She don't like... Get a bottle fast.
You destroyed her, bro. What'd you do?
Damn, Tennessee, what's going on, bro?
Hey, I was always told I look like evil, so
she's good now. She can't see you.
Tennessee.
Don't zoom in. Don't zoom in on Tennessee no more. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
So, has your son-in-law considered being a driver? Yes, he has. That's the whole reason why he came into Prime at 18 years old. He is now currently 19. He's got 2 more years, and he's actually going to become a driver. I will be his trainer, and then I'm going to try to find him a decent TNT trainer by that time. So,
wait.
You said wait. Never mind. I guess you were talking to your I guess he was talking to the baby about weight. So I wanted to get to this right here. Go Diego, go. Longtime follower, great friend, great guy that's got his CDL. I called Prime and they said they were not hiring. You know, I don't know how long it is going to be till they start hiring people with CDLs. So if you called Go Diego Go, you have a CDL, and I don't know when they're going to start hiring people that have CDLs. And Go Diego Go, it would be an honor to meet you. You have followed the channel for a long time, and it would be an honor to meet you. So definitely, if you come to Prime, which I'm kind of surprised because I thought Dollar General was treating you well. You seem really happy over there doing it. So Sam said he did trifecta.
See, like I said, sorry, Sam, I didn't remember that. Like I said, I go through so many students. I do remember who you are. That's the plus. Because I'd never forget you, Sam, man. I do remember.
Sam, he don't know your name, bro. He doesn't know your name. He knows your face. I know your name and your face.
Hey, I know his name because I know his face too. He comes down there a lot. Sam was actually one of the ones that I do remember because he had a sense of humor. When I said there was no stupid questions, he would try to come up with so many stupid questions, and I would still tell him stupid answers. So
let's see if Versatile's mic's working again. It's all Prime, they told me. Let me try your second screen. Let me add your second screen and see if you got voice. Say something. That way we know if it's your mic or not. So not only did Tennessee scared the baby, he scared his whole system over there enough that it blew up and his mic won't work now. So hopefully he gets it fixed pretty soon. Bo Osmond says, flatbedders, do it with stomps and chains.
Straps.
Any comment from the flatbedder?
Is anybody able to hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh,
so flatbedders do it with straps and chains. Yes, straps and chains excite me, and yeah,
I love straps and chains too.
So why don't you flatbed?
I love strapping and chaining to you, Tennessee.
Really?
So Eddie, we kind of like
No,
your
zoom in.
time out.
No,
Time
hold
out.
on.
Eddie, your original question was what's up with the hiring freeze? We really do not have an answer for you because last time I made a video about a hiring freeze, right? They told me we were on a hiring freeze. Like I had it from a good source and I made a video about a hiring freeze. And then as soon as I made the video, they're all like, we're not on a hiring freeze no more. We're just not hiring people with CDLs. So Eddie, one thing I need to know is if you have a CDL already. If you're just a brand new student, I have not heard anything about hiring freeze at this moment. We're about to go live to Versatile Duckling because he sounds like he has something interesting to say about a hiring freeze.
Yeah, so as far as that is going, what Daniel is referring to is our high influx that we had. We had a ton of people waiting for TNTs, a ton of students coming in for the PSD process, and it went to a halt for a short while. If you were on the receiving end of that, it maybe you got pushed back a little bit. Maybe it's time to get back with the recruiter and say, hey, you know what? I'm ready to come and go. Are we ready to come and go? Like, let's get this going. Let's get the ball rolling. Hiring freezes usually don't happen unless we don't have the capacity. And with the supply, the trucks, and everything else going on right now, especially with this unspoken virus going on around, a lot of things have slowed down, but Prime is definitely picking the pace up. We have got lease operators coming out every day. Just had a student of mine got his 2023 truck. So it is definitely picking back up. The motion is rolling. Can't speak for everybody, but I do speak from experience. I'm an observational intellectual, which means I only observe what I know and I only know what I observe. With that being said, I do think this is the time to come in. We have the numbers, we're ready for people, and we have a lot of people this week coming in. I know like a lot of people came in this week. We had a full class this week. So when our boy Twisted Big D comes back on the pad, he's gonna have a lot of students waiting for him. Is Prime
Considering 18-year-old drivers while the new federal regulations that allow them to drive? Man, I've been trying to get that. I've been trying to get information on that. We have the application. I know it's partially filled out, and all that we have to do is get somebody to finish filling that out and send it in, because Tennessee Flatbedder's son-in-law is chomping at the bit. So as soon as they fill out that application and send it in, I will be putting out a video saying, yes, we are hiring 18-year-olds. Come on with it, because I do agree with the 18-year-olds.
Oh, yeah. No, I will be putting out a video, too, on that. And especially with Dalton in it, to show his excitement of he finally got the, yeah, we're going to hire your age. So I can't
you know
wait
what?
for it.
If you don't mind me asking, Tennessee, how old is Dalton?
He's 19.
19?
Yeah.
You know what? This is something I was told, and I feel like this was told on good authority. And I'm going to only say this because I feel like it was told under good authority. The apprentice program will be happening at Prime Incorporated. They're just trying to find the type of trainers that are willing to commit. Oh, in a few weeks, here I'll be a TNT
Really,
trainer.
Do it again.
Really, Sam? But no, I do give it up for Sam.
Let me shout him out. I'm really good. I'm really good at the shout outs.
Hold on. I want to tell the story.
But let me do the
Sam
shout out.
If nobody's seen the video of Twisted and Sam's interview, Sam was going flatbed, and then he had some health issues that kind of made him go to reefer side. So I do give him the props for still sticking with trucking, to the fact that He can't do flatbed, FBG, but anyhow, he's still staying here, and that's what I give him props for.
And
Damn it.
Candy Daniels, we are getting a lot about the hiring freeze right now, and I cannot comment on that. I have not been to work to ask. I go in tomorrow, so I'm gonna ask about that. Like, I will ask about that. What's up with this hiring freeze? But I've been seeing people's text messages. I've been seeing people's emails, and there is so many people saying that there is a hiring freeze. I've got word that it's till mid-August, but I cannot confirm or deny that because I don't have the correct information. But y'all are seeing enough people in here today, right now, to say that there's a pretty good idea that we're under in a hiring freeze right now, and we're going to take it back over to Versatile Duckling because he has something to add to the hiring freeze.
What I can say with confidence and with the correct information I received, I'm sure Tennessee and Twisted D know who I'm talking about when I say that I received the correct information. Hiring freezes happen depending on certain, locations. The hiring freezes are not forever, and they're not permanent, and you could definitely get in at certain points. We had I'll tell you a story, and this is a perfect story to build your spirit. And I feel like, I had a guy, he was from Georgia, and we had a hiring freeze going on in Georgia at the particular time, but he still got in. You can still get in during a hiring freeze depending on what the circumstance is. Just apply, speak to a recruiter, tell them what you're looking for, be honest. That's the number one thing is honesty. You can go from there.
Duck, the Commander Goose is here. He wants you to read his comment.
What's up, Mr. Goose? Fellow amphibians? I was told by recruiters that delays for training are due until Labor Day. Then they're going to get students into orientation. I'm currently studying for permit to get it done by then. You know what, Goose? That might be the cause. Like I say, certain places aren't hired for at certain times because we have an influx of them. This last year, I'm sure Twisted D can say it and Tennessee can say it. Florida has been crazy. Nuts. We've had hundreds, 200, 300 students come in just from Florida. So Florida might calm down a little bit. You might see a slowdown in the Florida region, the southeast region. And that's what trucking is all about. Trucking really is. It's about the regionals.
Oh, shoot.
Where did he go? It sounded like he was breaking up there for a second, too.
No, I was trying to get rid of his second screen. I was trying to get rid of the second screen because, it was irritating me. I re-invited him. That was my fault.
Oh, my end lagged a little bit on his conversation, so that's why I thought his internet kicked him.
Yeah, that was so he had the second screen there. I was trying to get rid of the second screen, and it just kicked everything because I sent somebody an invite to the stream. So my fault. My fault. OTR. Jesus takes the wheel. Yo. See, I sent Jesus takes the wheel an invite, and I was trying to make room for it. And whenever I got rid of his second screen, it kicked both of them out. And I was like, man, I'm just trying to get rid of the second screen. But Jesus is here. He's a great TNT trainer. One of the great ones that I feel like I could put any student on his truck and he would get him through it. And he's big on teaching it the backing and all that.
Yeah, I need to get my good buddy Will on here one day, or do a good interview with him. He's usually the ones that I usually transfer loads with. Students try to get onto his truck, but he's always got a student on his truck at that point. But he's a good trainer too on flatbed side.
Ooh, you were lagging bad on my screen. I hope that's not my connection kicking us all out.
Yeah, I don't think so. I've got 4 bars of 5G, so
I'm gonna text him real quick and there, real fast. Text him real fast. Yeah, you were kind of shaky on that one. A Florida guy. Oh my gosh, Florida guys. That we have a ton of people from Florida. I would like to see some of these Midwest guys get in here from like Arkansas. Anywhere in the Midwest. Like get some guys in here from Mississippi and different places like that. And
yeah.
too many Florida guys come in here. And what happened last time that we had a whole bunch of people getting hired from Florida is they did a hiring freeze on Florida completely and Georgia. If you remember, Tennessee, don't you remember that?
Yeah, and my guy to test out next Friday is actually from Florida too. I've been getting a lot of Floridians.
When I applied, just a pause for a month, so I called a month later and got it within 3 weeks. Yeah, Isaac's dad, you hit it at the perfect time, brother.
And that's the thing too. If you call and you hear a hiring freeze, keep trying. Persistence pays off.
Hold on a second. Versatile Duckling, my sincerest apologies. Like I am super like feel bad that I tried to kick your second screen off because I was trying to make room and I ended up kicking you straight out. I am super sorry.
Yeah, and I thought you lagged out and your internet dropped you. So
Yeah, really
100% me.
100% him.
100% me. That second screen, I was trying to get rid of it. My bad.
Hang on, I'm trying to get my dang screens in order now. If this is how it's
Candy
gonna
Daniel
be.
says, I'm going out of town at the end of the month. Anyways, now I'll be. Hold on. I'm going out of town at the end of the month, anyways. Now, but I'll check back next month. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, for sure. Check back next month. Don't give up on it. We don't know how long that's going to last. And even if it's in effect, I really can't give you a direct answer. Last time they said that we had a hiring freeze and I put out the video, I'll tell you what it was. It wasn't a hiring freeze. It was a slowdown. So what they did is they told all the recruiters that they could only hire 3 to 4 people each to each class that was coming up. So what it did is it slowed down the numbers. So it wasn't exactly a hiring freeze. So yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel, Candy Daniel, and definitely keep on watching the videos and look up at any information you can on here. Also, make sure you subscribe to Versatile Duckling and Tennessee Flatbedder. They both have great information that will help you out as much as you can, keep you informed.
You know what? There's always a good reason behind it. We're trying to keep the students in mind. If we don't have enough TNT trainers to take in what we're doing as PSD trainers, it gets clogged up. It's like a drain. You got to put some Drano in it. The only way we can do that is slow it down. So you got to remember this is a business. We're trying to do what's best for who we got and who we want to bring in. And with those things in mind, okay, never mind.
I thought you were, man, you get that second wind in there, and I always think that you're done talking. And I'm
a fat guy, man. I got to breathe.
All right. Jesus takes the wheel. Yes, you should get in here and do a live with us. You should jump in here so we can get to meet you. That's why you got kicked, is because I was trying to kick your extra screen out to see if he would join.
My extra screen is just a sound thing. You get to join.
But it's in the way. It would be too many screens down there for me to deal with.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's a you thing then. We get it. I live in Shelbyville, Tennessee. I used to work as a driver merchandiser helper at Coca-Cola, and would ride in the big trucks. But I don't drive. You know what? You got that experience. You obviously have that hunger and that curiosity for what you saw. Take the leap. Do what you want to do. Live life. Life is a journey. It's an experience. And what God gave us is the experience. Experience it. Live it. Do it. And the only thing you do is the best you possibly can. Candy Daniel, do it. Girl, I see your photo picture right here with the little pink hat and the hair.
We had to cut him off right there. It was getting weird.
I was giving her props. Zoom back in on me. Hang on.
Explain what a runaway trunk ramp is and what it's used for. Tennessee, what is a runaway ramp used for? What is the purpose?
Runway ramp truck ramp is used for so if your brakes fail on a steep downgrade, it is to assist you on slowing down so you don't end up killing somebody or yourself going down a steep grade.
So I think you kind of left out why you need to hit it. Like you hit on what it's used for. But like we'll say that you have brake failure, you have engine problems, you have something going on wrong with your truck that you cannot maintain a proper speed or a safe speed, and you're gaining speed. That ramp is, and just like Tennessee said, is you hit that ramp and it's going to slow you down to a safe speed, and you're going to grind the bottom of the truck out, and it's going to do some damage to it. But the main thing is that, just like Tennessee said, you're not going to kill, like you shouldn't be killing nobody, and hopefully you're not going to harm yourself whenever you do this. Now, it's, from what I hear, is it's a hard ride, and it tears up a truck. And I think Versatile Duckling took one once, so we'll check in with him.
I did not personally take one, but my stepfather has, and it strips the entire bottom of your truck out, engine, wires, brake linings, everything. What it is designed to do is this very soft ground. When you hit it, you sink into it. That's what slows you down, and it strips everything out of it. Everything. Prime hiring the Florida Swift rejects. No comment.
Hey, you do your research. Prime is a part of those researches. We have different. Now that word just left my mind.
You know what? If they're Swift rejects, then they obviously are smarter than Swift. Maybe they deserve to be here. Maybe they're asking too many questions. The questions that only Prime can answer. You ever thought about that? Maybe it doesn't mean that they're worse. Maybe it means that they're better.
There's nothing wrong with Swift or Prime or any company.
There's something totally wrong with Swift.
There's nothing wrong with Swift. Swift is a good company, and Swift pays pretty good for people starting out. I am telling you, like, Swift is not a bad company. And if you watch my channel, I tell you to do the research and find the best one for you. So, like, I think Bo's just attacking the Florida people right now, but you know,
hey, I don't have nothing wrong with Floridians.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't either. I just would like to see some people out of Florida coming here, because we're getting too many people from Florida, and last time they quit hiring from Florida. So it was really hard on the people of Florida to get a job here.
I thought we've hired everybody from Florida already.
We did a whole almost year of car crash is Swift.
That car crash is Jesus blessed us with your holy presence.
Thank you, my son.
Was the guy in the dress one of the Highway Diamond drivers? Yes. Well, it was your student. He made it to Highway Diamonds. I seen him there.
Noah?
Yeah, wasn't he at the Highway Diamonds?
Look, skip the question.
Let's skip the question.
Yeah, skip the question.
I could have swore I saw a picture of him there on his Facebook page, because I have him on my Facebook. He's a great guy. I was not saying nothing bad. Let's get that out there right now. I was not saying nothing bad.
You know what? Put it on me real quick. this is something I have a problem with. It depends on how you're wording that question. This is the problem with text. It's just, I don't know. Never mind. I'll skip it. Let's skip it all together.
So we're just skipping it.
We're skipping
Can we
it.
get him on the channel sometime?
No, yeah. Noah lives in right next to me. I could definitely get him here on the channel. He's definitely 100% open to it.
Okay.
He is on vacation right now. Why are you knocking on wood?
I was gonna say knocking his door, but you just answered that question.
Oh yeah. So he's visiting family right now, but he's coming back into town. Actually, I will get him on a Saturday stream, on my stream where it's free format. You can ask any question you want to, no matter what the bounds are. We'll all be there. Yes, ma'am. I know you saw my comment, and I'm glad that you did.
Oh. Thank you. It was just getting weird when you started commenting on people's little picture there. That's the only reason I was like,
Well, I
we're
was
moving
trying to
on.
throw out a little bit of encouragement, man. You gotta let me speak.
Well,
This
did
is
you
what's
talk about
wrong.
did you talk
Censorship.
about Weasel Piss, his beanie he's wearing in his picture?
And the cigarette he has in his mouth. He looks like a handsome man. I'd love to
really
smoke
didn't
one
wanna
with that
wait to
guy
come
right
to-
there.
I really didn't want to wait to come to Prime. I got everything I need to get done to come. I was given 10 years probation, Tennessee. I'm wanting to come yesterday.
Like I said, still hit that recruiter up and still ask. I mean, the biggest thing is that they're going to say you have to wait 2 more weeks, or they could say, come on in. I mean, I know we're talking about a hiring freeze now, but that's the first I've heard of that for a minute. I knew Flatbed was holding back for a minute, but then I was told, don't worry, still recruit Flatbed from my guys. So it's all new to me, I guess.
Yeah. And you know, I don't think that it will last too long. I think that you just keep on calling in and trying to get here. And, you know, to me, I think it would be better for you to wait the 2 to 3 months and then try. But if you can't wait the 2 or 3 months for it to become a misdemeanor, then go ahead and apply now and see what happens. I just don't want them to be like, oh, wait a minute, timeout. You're on like a 5-year wait, because I know that I've had people before with felonies and they're all like, hey, you got to wait another year, or you got to wait another 6 months or something like that. If you wait 2 or 3 months and then it's a misdemeanor, maybe they won't put it into the computer as a felony and you won't have to wait as long. But I'm not 100% sure on that. You might get with them and see what they say about it still. So Tennessee, you're right. Get with them, see what they say.
Oh yeah, it don't hurt. It don't hurt to try. And being persistent helps.
And you know what? I want to throw something on the flip side there. I'll read Jesus's comment here in a second. Even when you do ask, man, if it doesn't pan out the way you want it to, it just gives you more time. More time. Just think about it like that. Jesus says, not live today. Had to deal with New York City, George Washington Bridge traffic today. Oh, Lord. I've been there, done that. 3.5 hours across that damn bridge, plus more delays after that, mentally exhausted. If you know, you know. I've been over that bridge a total of 8 times my career. 7 to 8 times my career.
It gets better than that because he's lease on top of that.
Oh, you know what? My first 2 times were during my lease on my White International. Lord, those are terrible loads. Where are you going? Like Paper Mains? I have to ask. Where are you going, man? Have you been over, you know what, Tennessee? You've been over the bridge, New York? I mean, you're
Nope.
Flatbed. You go into the city. Flatbedders go into the city.
I've been through it once on TNT, and then I told my fleet manager I will not go to New York again in that area. I tried to stay my backside out of Pennsylvania. So,
So you never went after that?
Nope.
Wow. Lucky. What about you, D?
I've been everywhere. I've ran coast to coast. I was on a team truck for a long time, so I've been across that bridge a lot of times.
Yeah,
And
you know it.
I love the Chesapeake Bay going across that. That's a lot of fun where you go under the water twice. I mean, that's great. Troy Allen says, does Prime pay the tolls for crossing the GW Bridge? If you are company, yes. So I would take it as many times as I wanted if it was shorter.
If you're lease, no.
If you're lease, you don't want to take it. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. You know, a personal story, man. A personal story. My wife went and visited family in Massachusetts, and I have 6 toll bills. So recognize that. It's terrible. We
Got
got
accepted during a freeze.
freeze. There you go, Jeffrey. Yeah, you know what I'm saying then. It's not always the way that it is. It's just determining on the district that you're in. It really is.
Jesus takes the wheel, says, hey, I'm not going to be able to come into the live, but I will make there be light.
Where's the comment?
There's the
I
light.
don't see the comments.
Yeah, I had to actually throw in some extra light. We're running in some, the sun's going down on my side. I'm always streaming outside to help you guys not hear a TV in the background or hear conversations or laughing besides mine. So I went ahead and threw on the extra lights to see me until we're done with this live tonight.
Had to something strange for some change, huh? Had to do something strange for some change is what I'm gonna guess he was trying to say. With a name like Acevedo, he obviously doesn't know how to spell.
Avocado.
You know.
Avocado.
I know where you live. I know where you're staying right now. Acevedo. Avocado. Sam.
Sam.
Y'all out of the control with Sam. Hey, we're gonna get out of here before the batteries on Tennessee flatbed's flashlight dies that he's using to get some stuff. Oh, before we go, Jesus takes the wheel wants to let you know.
Skipped the last one. Go back to the last one. Because there was one that you kind of like went over there. I didn't want to say nothing, but I guess if he's going to call you out, he's going to call you out.
Which one?
I had it on my screen here. Hang on. Not fleshlight, Jesus. Calm down. I got the live chat going on right here on the side of my screen. I think it's the one that we went over was no, live today had to deal with New York. No, we did that one.
He's on a hush load. Can't say where he's going.
Yeah, there you go. It's a high value. That's the one. It was right below the New York Bridge one. Jerusalem. That's where the next Assassin's Creed game takes place.
So, anyways, we're gonna end right here. So next Thursday, 7 p.m. Don't forget, we do the lives to answer questions. Maybe next time we will be more focused to answer questions because we were kind of getting behind on the comments, and we're gonna try to do better at keeping up with the comments
this time.
We did have a lot of questions.
Go ahead, Tennessee.
I was gonna say we were really packed with questions this time. We got up there and a lot of the questions, we were trying to answer them. We tried not to squirrel so much on you guys. We do apologize. But being said, now that I'm up on, go follow my channel right there. I did put a link in the chat. Go follow me, like and subscribe. He'll tell you the same thing. So other than that, I'll see you on the next one.
You know what? Hopefully, me and Tennessee have something coming out for you special. We have some ideological differences coming out about bikes. If you're into his bike views where he's riding and doing all his things, I've got a few things coming out on the Versatile Duckling channel that's coming out. And then we also have our Saturday stream. That's for only the adults. So please make sure you join and subscribe to that as well.
So we're finally out of here. Thanks for everybody stopping by and watching. 7 p.m. next week on next Thursday. We're going to do it all over again. Try to answer all your questions, comments, and concerns, and just have some fun in here. So appreciate everyone stopping by.